What up, everybody? Late Night Live, episode 72? What's going on, everybody? We did have Dathan there for a second. He just dropped off, but I do have Asa Jack's Media Grounds and Travis. Oh, I think there's Dathan. There he is. What's going on, everybody?
Hey.
Good evening.
If you're in the chat, be sure to say hi. We'll give you a shout out here. Asa Jack's Media Grounds. Chris, how was your week, sir? Play any
It
games?
was a good week. I did play a couple of different ones. I picked up one called Drop Duchy, which is kind of this strange Tetris, Catan, Inscription card game. So your levels you play on and everything are Tetris boards, but you have to try and drop the pieces in order to build up your army based on whether it's a plane or a mountain or something. So it's kind of interesting. And then I bought Elden Ring Nightreign, so I can tell you how amazing that game is.
It's not on Game Pass?
No.
Yeah.
In the chat, what's going on? How do you say this? I'll just say Harley K. What's going on, man? Hockey Town Arcade. What's up?
I think it's Fat Hog.
Oh, okay. J Rod, what's going on, bro? Meatball Saucy, what's up? Calvin Wong, what's going on? All right, looks like we're getting a raid from Gallagher Guy 88. Hey, I appreciate you, Gallagher Guy. Sounds like he had a good stream going on. We were just doing a charity thing, so everyone definitely go support him. Travis, sir, how was your week?
Good evening. It was good, I guess. Yeah. I played more of the Expedition 33, and I got a little tired of it because it started reminding me too much of Guitar Hero, where you'd practice a fight and because it's rhythm based when it comes to the parrying mechanic. And then I decided to progress along with the main story and realize that the game is I'm obviously under-equipped, under-leveled for the bosses that I was focusing on beating that were optional, because the rest of the game so far has just kind of been a lot easier. That being said, less practice. So yeah, I was getting one-shotted right and left with every boss I was going up against, and so yeah, it was getting a little boring. And then I moved on and realized I needed to quit being an idiot. And when something has danger marked on it, understand that means that I'm severely underleveled.
Okay.
And go do something else. Yeah, but it's good though. I like it. It's up there of the games that I played thus far. It will be game of the year, considering it's the only game that qualifies as a game that I've played the year that it's released, as I got corrected last year when we did game of the year and I nominated things that were 5 years old. And Eric says hello, and then he has been playing that Samus game, and he's almost done with it.
Samus Returns.
Yeah, Samus Returns. And for the book club, he's going to nominate Hardy Boys number 123, because the book that they nominated is way too heady and he doesn't understand it.
Yeah. Apparently, Eric's in a book club, everybody, and he's meeting with his book club members tonight, so he couldn't make it. So that's all I know. But yeah, good. You got an update there.
Yeah, I did. I got the update.
And then, last but not least, I don't know. Was he trying to? I don't know if he was late trying to upload stuff or.
Oh God, I gotta upload it.
There he is, Dathan. What's going on?
What's up? Oh God, I gotta upload it. Wow, that soundboard. Oh God, I gotta upload it.
When it started, when that started after you said, "Oh God, that soundboard," and then it started into the "Oh God," I actually thought that was you live.
That is him.
It continued
Oh
on.
God, I gotta
No. It was that could be good if it was just a little bit shorter. It could fool people.
I think
we can make prank phone calls with it.
Yeah, you need. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah,
That's
we
not
should.
No,
We could call a Chinese restaurant or.
I regret saying it.
All
It's true.
No
Strike
good,
it from
I
the
gotta
record.
upload it.
right, Dathan, how are you doing, sir?
I mean, about ready to leave. I mean, about ready to. Just kidding.
Oh, good. I gotta
I'm
update.
doing okay. It's been a week. It's going. Ready for it to be over.
You play any video games, sir?
Just Doom. At this point, it's just
Yeah.
kind of repetitive. I'm just trying to finish it.
Well, they patched it to be harder, right? Or was that just a bunch of do about nothing?
I think it was a bunch of do about nothing.
Yeah.
To be
okay.
honest, it's repetitive. I think I'm
Okay.
on mission 18 now. I think I've only got a few more and then I'm done.
That's too bad.
Just trying to
So-
finish it and just be done with it. It's not a bad game. It's just it's constant.
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
Okay.
Really, I've been loving it. I'm only on mission 12 or something, but
Well,
I
till
got-
you're.
I got the rocket
Further.
launcher and I'm loving life.
Yeah, I think I got 3. I think it's 22 missions. I think I finished 18 today. I think it was.
Yeah. That does
Yeah, I
seem
fin-
long for a Doom game, to be honest with you.
I finished 14 the other day, and so
The
I
levels are
can see
getting that as you get on, they get bigger and bigger. So there's a lot more stuff that you have to do. So it's kind of a grind now than it is actual. Yeah, it's fine. It's not bad. It's just I'm ready to get back to Assassin's Creed so I can finish that.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense.
You must have really played the other day, because like when I had checked, when I last played yesterday, Chris was just leading me by like 20 minutes, but you were a couple of hours behind me.
I
So
think
you
I played
must-
for a couple hours today and a few hours yesterday. I think it was.
Cool.
But the last level I did, I mean, I just breezed through it. I didn't try to look for any secrets or anything. I just wanted to get the damn thing done.
Yeah, I'm taking my time with it. Chris, I think, are you taking your time with it too?
yeah, I have been, but I can see what Dathan's talking about because the last level I played, I was kind of like, okay, I don't want to do any of the secrets anymore right now. I just want to kind of get through the level. So
Yeah, but
I did get a package from Jokade this week. He sent me a couple things because I sent him the Yar's Revenge. And I didn't ask for anything from him to send me anything.
Oh, you better
But-
show it off.
He sent me a couple of little micro. God, where the hell are they? I'll find them before the show's
We
over.
lost them.
No, I didn't lose them. They're here somewhere. It's like a Pac-Man and a. They're somewhere.
Did
But there
you
were
forget to upload them?
There were three gifts in the box, but there's one gift in there that was probably it's gonna be on the shelf of all the good stuff over there. Right now it's a one of one. It is a Yar's Revenge autographed Jokade
What?
Atari right here. And this is going.
He autographed it himself.
He autographed it himself. Yes, he did.
It's over, Johnny.
So that's going in the shelf of awesome over there. Once I get
Wow.
a case for it or something. So, thank you, Joe Kid. I really appreciate it. You're a good dude. It's awesome.
All right. Yeah, we need Asa Jack's Media Grounds to autograph one of his things and send it back to him now.
wait, what's meatball sauce he talking about here?
You're talking about Doom, right? Yeah. Yeah, he's got a couple windows open, I think.
Oh,
I've just been playing a lot of Doom, the Dark Ages, and I'm loving it. It's like I'm not tired of it at all. So, but I'm only on level 12, so I don't know. Just keep it coming. For me right now, that's my game of the year. But that'll change. We'll see. I mean, it could change. We'll see.
Maybe not. Could be just a
Maybe
crap
not.
year from here on out.
I have a
look at how
feeling.
disappointed everybody was in the first Xbox game that came out that you struggled through, Chris. South of Eden, right?
South of
Midnight.
Midnight.
South of Midnight. That was it. Yeah, yeah. See?
Yeah.
I even got the name wrong.
Yeah.
What a crap
No,
year for gaming this is going to be.
If you hadn't said it, I would have been like, "What
Uh-huh.
game are you talking about?"
Yeah, that's how forgettable that
South of
AAA
something.
hyped up Xbox title was.
And then there was a fixed, avowed.
Avowed, yeah. There's another
Yeah.
overblown, overhyped
Avowed was
game that
fun.
just no
You guys
good.
didn't get very far.
You're the only
in
one
it.
who liked it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It was
see,
so bad. Are you
you're the
serious?
only one who likes Doom, the Dark
He's
Ages,
talking about South of Midnight.
Oh,
and
okay.
South of Midnight. Nobody.
Yeah, he
liked.
was playing South of Midnight for a little bit there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be playing more Avowed, but I'm playing Doom right now, so I think Doom is better than Avowed. But
The only good news is there's no Grand Theft Auto that further worsen this year.
nah,
That got pitched out to ruin next year or whatever.
oh, okay, yeah, Meatball really doesn't like that one.
Yeah, see, I'm telling you, people are super mad about that in Avowed. Imagine if you had bought an Xbox just for those games.
What's going on, MG? I think you want the Brewers Droop Chat. Okay, whatever that sounds good. What's going on, man? All right, so tonight I think we got a full show. I want to talk about Elden Ring, Nightreign. So I did. I believe he's the only one that's played it, but that's good enough for us. So we're gonna talk about it. We did get a trailer for EA Sports College Football 26 that pretty good. I thought it was pretty good. At least it had one clip that I'm very happy with, and maybe there's other people that don't like it, and they might be here in this show. I got another clip from another Switch 2 launch game, and Switch 2 is coming up next week. So let me know in the chat. Are you excited for it? Maybe you aren't. I know Meatball Saucy still got his ROG Ally or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, be happy. But the rest of us, I'm stoked. Next week is going to be off the hook. And not only is Switch 2 dropping next week, I also want to go over Summer Game Fest, some of the people that are going to be there on next Friday. And then a couple days later, Xbox is having their Xbox showcase. So there's going to be some games announced pretty quick here. And then I have more stuff about the Switch 2, some more games released. And then I got a ton of toy stuff to go over tonight. So it should be fun. So thank you so much. Yeah, thank you for doubling my numbers. I appreciate that, sir. I need it as much as I can. I'm trying to get my watch time up. So I appreciate it. All right. Let's start with Elden Ring.
Peggy 16.
Yeah. Let me mute it. Peggy 16. All right, Chris, you played it.
I have played it.
What are your thoughts, sir?
And it is so different from Elden Ring. It's faster pace. So when I first started it, they kind of throw you into tutorial level and kind of walk you through everything, which the original Elden Ring really didn't do.
Mm-mm.
But once you actually get into the game, it unless you turn off online, it immediately tries to find two other people to play with you. And my understanding is right now that the solo playing of the game is so hard, nobody's able to get very far in it.
Mm.
Yeah, apparently there's going to be an update, maybe
Yeah.
next week, that they're going to make solo play easier. So,
but the first run, I guess you could call it, that I went through, I got in with two guys who apparently had already beaten the game, because in about a half hour we ran through the entire 3 days, because it's a 3-day cycle. And at the end of the third day, if you get through the first 2 days, the third day you fight the Night Lord. And I guess there's supposed to be more of them. But when you level up, you just choose however many runes you want to use to level up. It auto levels everything, so you don't even get to choose what you want to level up.
yeah, I don't know if I like that.
But it's apparently supposed to take place 100 years after Elden Ring. So everything's in ruins. The Night Lord came in and is causing rain. So far, I'm playing it on PC, and the PC version runs smoother than Elden Ring did. So um, it's not bad. It's just faster paced than I expected. Because I mean, they literally just ran through the game, and I was like, okay, I'm falling behind. I don't get to experience anything.
But it was
I
supposed
heard
to
that-
be
Go
DLC
ahead.
first, right? Like, and then they expanded it out to be standalone.
I don't know, because originally they had said that the Shadow of the Erd Tree was the only expansion they were bringing out.
Yeah, but I think that's because they changed their mind and decided this could be its own thing.
I think you're right, Travis. Yeah.
It's highly possible. I mean,
Yeah, and then that would make.
this-
I mean, it just seems such a weird game to. No offense, but to spend your money on because it's just a roguelite sort of game. Like,
yeah.
how much are they charging for it?
it was $39.99.
$40. Okay.
So
Yeah.
it's just like if you were to get the Shadow of the Erd Tree DLC.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it is different than Elden Ring. I think another complaint I was hearing is that you'll get randomly paired with two other people, right? But there's no real way to communicate with your team members in the
Emojis.
game. Like you can't say, "Hey, Chris, go this way. Dathan, I want you to go this way." No, it's just like do whatever.
No,
and hopefully you win.
All you can do is on the map if you pull it up. And this is where I was like, I'm pretty sure these guys have already beaten it, is because the moment we got into the game, they had all the locations we had to run to fight like the little mini bosses in order to progress the day. And so you can go into the map and drop down areas that you need to go to and put them in order. And then with that, it would actually pop up and say, hey, your team wants you to go this way.
Oh, okay.
But that's the only way you can communicate in the game.
Now, I think if I was playing with you guys, like maybe we do voice chat, like we turn on party chat, and that would work.
Yeah, but
And
you
that could be
can't
cool.
team up with people specifically, can you? Doesn't it? It's just randomized, isn't it?
You can go in and set up passwords for like.
Okay.
So there is a way. I don't know if it is that way on the consoles, but the PC version, Steam version, allows me to go in and I can create a password and hand it out to friends and be like, "This is how."
Hopefully, it's
Gotcha.
cross-play between console and PC.
I don't know.
I think for me, it's $40 right now. I can see this dropping in price in a couple months, and if maybe we're not playing something, if you guys want to go at this some other time, I think I'd be willing to try it. But like right now, I think there's too much stuff going on right now for me.
Well, and
Anyway,
it did.
and
sell
the last Elden Ring, the DLC really kind of put a bad taste in my mouth. There being no new achievements for that, it just made me not want to play it. Like I guess I played it for an hour or two, but that was it. But
well,
Dathan, you have any
this
thoughts?
one did sell 2 million copies in its first.
Yeah, it's already
24
sold
hours.
2 million copies. So yeah, I don't know.
I don't care. I'm not gonna get it.
Dathan's not gonna get it.
No. Not an Elden Ring person, so it's great that it's doing well. Hopefully it has legs and they have updates or whatever for it, but not for me.
Well, hopefully they don't do their next game as a roguelite.
The dream is dead.
Yep. Okay. All right. Should we move on? Seems like the chat doesn't even want to talk about it. All right. Should we go on to I know Dathan's got an opinion about this game. College Football 26 dropped a new trailer, the first trailer, I believe.
Oh, I didn't. Yeah.
Are you not playing the sound because of the
I'm worried there's going to be
copyright?
Oh yeah.
Okay. They have
Yeah.
actual music in the game now from actual
Yeah.
people.
Did they actually?
Oh, do they? Did they not last year?
Uh-uh.
Oh, funny.
Because right now, Enter Sandman should be playing.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a good get if they got that. I think probably they had a lot of people complain that it wasn't in there. But I'm curious what other stuff they got in there. So like, there's definitely other music and stuff they could add to enhance the experience of playing college football because it's not it's definitely experience for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and they need to capture that ambience and what the game day is like. It's like nothing else. Like, all right, here's the Oregon clip. Chris, you see the other team? Travis, Oregon State's having a hard time with that crowd noise.
Yeah.
Oh, and then he gets picked off. Oh,
That should be about right.
yeah.
Let's go, bub.
That was awesome.
I mean, if they were to put me in Travis, then we'd bring home the glory. But hey, the Beavers.
Not me.
can't-
I'd switch and play with Dan Lanning.
All right.
I told you I like the Dan Lanning. He's turned me into a bit of a Duck fan recently.
I don't even know who the coach of the Beavers is this year.
Yeah, me neither. Can we bring back Gary Anderson? That'd be pretty sweet. Let's get him out of whatever personal trouble he's in right now.
Gosh, I don't even remember his name. That's bad.
I forgot. Yeah, I mean, that whole thing has been such a circus. I'm kind of just waiting till it reinvents itself to really kind of hop back into carrying. The NFL's got my attention right now more than college does.
Yeah.
But that's because I'm bitter, obviously. I mean, it'd be
I don't
different if it was still the same pack and all that stuff.
They just released the schedule for college, or they released the times for some of the games.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why it's even kind of more on the front of my mind right now. Like,
Sure.
Oregon's going to be playing at Penn State this year, and it's going to be a 4:30 p.m. kickoff, and it's going to be Penn State's whiteout. So 4:30 p.m. here, it'll be 7:30 p.m. there. So I think it'd be funny if Penn State does their whiteout and Oregon needs to wear their white jerseys, in my opinion. I don't know, Dathan, what do you think about that? Because
I don't know. I'm sure it'll be. I don't know what they'll probably wear black.
Doesn't Penn State normally wear blue? So at home, so
Yeah.
I think that'd be such a good troll if Oregon wears the all whites at their whiteout.
I don't know. That would be kind of cool.
And then September 5th or 6th or something like that, they're playing Oklahoma State at home. So that might be a fun game to go to. Yeah, what's going on, Elite Green? Where have you been the last couple of weeks? I think he said earlier that he beat the Expedition 33. So good job, dude. Yeah, let's go, Ducks. So, the other news I want to talk about this game. No collector's edition this year, Dathan. Like,
I don't think
on?
so. I think they would have announced it by now. So probably I would guess not. I don't even know if there's a physical copy. I haven't seen anything yet.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know if I've seen a physical copy either.
Yeah, this might just be digital. I'm not gonna get the deluxe and get it a few days early or anything like that. I'll just get the regular edition. Because that extra stuff, I don't care. I don't care about playing it early. And the extra stuff, I mean, I can buy an extra player for my thing, the team or whatever.
My team.
I don't.
Yeah,
I don't care about that.
It's not as good as Diamond Dynasty and MLB The Show. Yeah, I mean it's different. I think for me, if you're gonna play this by yourself, you're gonna play the franchise mode and just do a season. That's what I did, and see if you can go all the way. That's where it's fun. And then of course, like if Chris ever wants to play me again, get his ass handed to him, I'm willing to do that anytime, Chris. So
That would require me to buy a college football for myself.
Or if Dathan ever wants to play me, like I'm down. But he probably needs. I'd have to upload those clips, right, Dathan?
Oh, good.
For
I gotta upload it.
What?
If you're ever gonna play me, it might be bad for you.
Okay.
You're top of your helmet, right? Every moment.
Anyway, yeah. All right. So anyway, we'll keep this game in the horizon. We'll see if they put out anything else. Yeah, they did stuff from the Civil War. Go Beavs! What are you talking about?
Jesus Christ, my God.
Who got to Thor KC? Come on.
Yeah, it was the peer pressure, a-hole.
Dang.
I think. Yeah, I mean, I can't wait to see Boise State and Oregon State. That'll be one heck of a game.
Oh yeah.
Do they play each other again this year? Is Boise State?
Boise State's joining the Pac.
Are they joining it this
6?
year though?
It's
It's not till-
2026. Yeah, so not until next
It is-
year.
Yeah, not till next year.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
But I
this year,
thought that they had 2 games lined up with them, or maybe just one. No,
I mean, college football is so messed up now because the Beavers play. Oregon State plays Washington State twice.
right. I know, and I
this
think
year,
they played
it's
Boise
just-
State
it's
twice too.
not-
Yeah.
It's just not. I don't know. It's getting harder and harder to watch it now, and now they
Right.
want to do 16 teams in the tournament,
Yep.
and before you know, it's going to be 32, and
It'll be 64. It'll be March Madness soon.
they
It'll
can't
be-
add
it'll
too
be-
many more games because the people are going to get hurt and shit.
I mean, they're right now. I think they're almost. If you get to the playoffs and you play in your conference championship game, I mean, you're already, I think, at 17 games.
Yeah.
And that's an NFL season right
Yep.
there.
Yeah. Yeah, Thor KC. Our parents, Chris and I's dads, are both Oregon State fans, so they go there all the time. I think they have season tickets, or at least they did. Meatball Saucy says Boise is such a bad place to live. Yeah. If there are any nice places in Idaho, like I've never been to Coeur d'Alene. I've heard that might be good, but when I've ever driven through Idaho, it's I don't know, not appealing to me.
What about Nebraska?
I've never been to Nebraska.
You've never been through?
No, Nebraska.
I drove through there when I drove semi, and
Oh, okay.
Nebraska. It just looks like one big meth lab.
Leakrin says, I say we finally settle it for real. I'll bring a beaver, you bring a duck. We put them in an arena together. Last one standing is the true team. Okay. I mean, friends that went to U of O. I went to the U of O campus a couple times in high school. There you go. All right. Anyway. Good times. Good times. All right. Okay. Next week, have a little video from Fast Fusion. Excited for this game. Launch title for the Nintendo Switch 2. We're going to be playing racing games like crazy next week.
I can't wait to play this one using my Nintendo camera at 15 frames per second. It's going to be amazing.
You're going to get the Nintendo camera?
Well, I might pick up the Hori third-party one. That's the Piranha Plant.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And I don't understand why Nintendo didn't do that for their camera.
Well, have they announced exactly what webcams you can even hook up to the system yet? I'm curious just to see what other, if you're going to do it, just plug in some PC webcam and see if it works.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I'm sure at some point they'll release like a wireless webcam to work with it.
I think really, like, I don't know why we're using the webcam. I think I don't know.
You know,
I already
we
know
can
what you look like.
play with our friends. We can
okay,
mock. We can mock them from across the internet. You know.
North KC says Sun Valley, Idaho is where he first encountered pizza with grapes on it. Okay. So maybe that might be a fun place to visit. Nightreign says, for video game obsessionists, hobbyists like me, Sheening are technical wizards. I'm excited for this just for Switch 2 showcase potential. Yeah. Okay.
So this would be kind of a flagship game to show what the console can do, I guess, huh?
Most likely.
Yeah. Up to 4K HDR, 5.1 surround. Like, yeah, we definitely couldn't do that on the Nintendo Switch 1.
The Switch didn't have 5.1 surround sound? I mean, that's just an audio codec.
Yeah.
Huh.
Dathan, are you interested in this at all?
I'm not. Don't care.
Wow.
No.
So stupid. I hate this one.
You don't like racing games?
I do like racing games. This just doesn't look. I don't know. Doesn't look that great.
But you're gonna play Mario Kart, right?
I mean, in a year or so, or two. I don't know.
Wow.
I don't have
You guys
any.
got-
I don't have any plans to get one of these consoles right away.
He's gonna get one soon. We're gonna.
I don't think they're going to be hard to get either.
Oh,
They're
really?
Pretty easy. No.
Yeah.
I don't think they're going to be hard to get at all.
Yeah, Chris was saying earlier that they were worried about their pre-order or whatever, Chris. But like, yeah, I think the same thing. I think there's a lot of inventory out there right now.
And
Just
it's
lukewarm reception as far as the announcement and all that.
I think there's a lot of fear of missing out a little bit. And I think there was a little bit of a panic buy from a lot of people. I don't think this is going to be a PS5 or an Xbox debacle like 2020. Obviously, there were issues with that, with chip shortages and stuff being shut down. So I don't think it's going to be anywhere near that. And I think there's going to be a steady stream of consoles showing up to places every week. And I saw like Staples is getting some also.
Wow.
So I when I read that, I thought, wow, this is not going to be. I give it I give it probably less than 2 months, maybe even less, before you could walk into a store and buy one.
I was gonna send that Staples thing to my buddy PD7. I don't know if you guys checked out PD7 on YouTube, but he lives in Wisconsin. I was gonna send him this thing about Staples. I look it up. There is no Staples in Wisconsin, so I felt sorry for the guy.
Well, I think it's only a select. It's not every Staples. I think it's there's just a few. And I think Best Buy is doing a truck, like a drive-by truck thing, where it just pulls up and you can get one there. And
yeah, Salem is going to have the truck, and you're going to be able to play Mario Kart World. And if you check in, I heard you get some My Nintendo points. That's all I know. Jason, you bought it twice? You son of a gun.
How bad was the PS5 console launch? Wasn't that?
Oh, it was bad.
That was like 2 years, right? Before people could like reliably get one, even on pre-order, right?
I think it was like 2023 is when you were actually finally able to comfortably walk into a store and they had them in stock for the most part.
2023. Okay.
Yeah, it was a solid maybe. Well, it came out in December of 2020, like the holiday season.
Yeah,
So
it was 2020, right?
Yeah, it was probably a good 2.5-3 years before you were able to find one.
And the rumor is, I thought that they're gonna be announcing one soon. The next version, right?
The PlayStation?
Yeah, the PS6.
Well, they just did the PlayStation Pro. I think they got to give that a couple years.
Okay, so usually is that what they would do? Is usually they would launch like a 0.5 and then wait a couple years before launching the next one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Usually. So yeah,
Okay.
It's hard to believe that the PS5 has been out for 5 years already.
That's what that's actually the article that I read said that it was rumored that they were going to announce the next one for release soon. like really soon, and that it would probably upset people, but they had to remember that technically the PS5's been out for 5 years.
Mhm.
So that fits within their time frame, I guess. It's just that it was such a mess to get them that it doesn't feel like it's been 5 years.
Speaking of PlayStation, I just want to throw up the Target ad also next week. I find actually really fascinating. So this is the video game page, and they're getting a full page spread, but it's half of it is Nintendo Switch, and the other half is PlayStation. No sign of Xbox.
Well, no, that's not true. The entire fold is Xbox.
Well, okay, everything's an Xbox, right?
Yeah.
But I think Sony's doing something really smart here. They're doing their Sony Days of Play. Is it any coincidence that this is happening right when the Nintendo Switch 2 launches? So
What is
It's
Days
not,
of Play?
it's not a coincidence. Sony knows exactly what they're doing.
I think so too. This is a calculated move on their part. Like if grandma is going shopping, Johnny wanted to Switch 2 or whatever, but oh man, if you see that the PlayStation 5 is only $399, so it's $50 cheaper than the Switch 2, and look at the price of Spider-Man 2 there. It's only $30.
Is that a real PlayStation, the one that's $400, or do you need one that's
Might be the digital one.
a
Maybe
real
Nathan.
PlayStation?
I know. Well, even the Pro is $50 off too. But I think I don't have the
one
PlayStation with
one
the
on
bar.
left, the one on the left is the disc version. The one on the right is the digital.
Okay,
Yeah,
and so by
all the kids
digital,
are buying the
means
digital
that
anyway.
you have no option but to download your games, install them, and just buy them from the PlayStation Store. Then at that point, right?
No, you can buy a disc drive if you want.
Oh, okay. So you just buy one and attach it.
Sony was smart. They put all of their consoles. They you can take the cover off, and then they have a disc attachment that you can put a disc on there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you're not locked into it. But if you do buy digital and you don't buy disc, that does lock you into the Sony store, right? Like you have to buy from their store and you're stuck with their prices, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So anyway, I bet you there's other ads like this. Like I haven't seen Best Buy's ad yet, but I bet you it's similar. PlayStation is not high. They're trying to go after a cheaper price point right now. So
I mean,
I'll
if
give
you
it to
look
them.
if you look at the Zelda games down there, I mean that's ridiculous. $80.
Yeah.
And
crazy.
$70. I mean, just for upscaled games that came out, Breath of the Wild came out in 2017. You're talking a game that's 8 years old.
Now, if we already own the game, do we know how much it's going to cost to get that upgraded version? Is it like $10 or?
It's $10 upgrade for each.
Okay.
Oh, that's not horrible then.
I think
Yeah.
I haven't finished Tears of the Kingdom, so I would be interested in porting my save file over to my new Switch 2 and then getting the upgraded version and trying it out.
Nice.
Thor KC is really he's really happy with his racing wheel right now. Uh-oh, Dathan's in trouble.
Jesus Christ, my God.
My wife made a mug. You see this?
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
In her pottery class.
very nice.
There we go. See, now you're on the show.
Yeah.
No, we did it.
That's better than I could do.
Okay, now you need to make one for everyone in the chat.
Yeah. You gotta make them for everyone in the chat now. But yeah, I'm just seeing the price of those games and 80. That's a lot. It's hard to justify what it for me getting this console right now. It's just hard to justify spending that much money. Period. I'm not gonna play through Tears of the Kingdom again. I'm not gonna play through Breath of the Wild, and I don't feel like spending $80 on an open world Mario Kart game. I can't do it.
Yeah, but all
what
right,
about-
something's gonna get you. Something's gonna hook you.
Well, I mean, what about having surround sound so that then you could listen to it in your headphones, I guess?
I mean, the Metroid game that's coming out this year, I'm gonna pick
Maybe.
up on Switch 1. And
Okay.
then and I've said this before, that if there's a Zelda game, a brand new, not a Dynasty Warriors roguelike game, or like a legit follow up to Zelda, then I would probably be freaking out right now because I don't have one. I'm not getting one.
Not pre-ordered, right?
But there's nothing on that's out right now that I would drop $500 for to go pick up.
Did you already beat the other Zeldas over here?
Yep. We finished them both.
What if I was to tell you that you could beat them again as a crappy repaint, and it would only cost you $80?
Well, it just cost me $10 because I already have them.
If you have the Nintendo Switch Online plus the expansion, it's free.
Oh well, then
there's no cost.
It would be free. So now you're in.
So
no, I'm still not in. I mean, I could get the.
He's gonna get one.
$500, and then I need to get another pair of Joy-Cons. So that's another.
That's
$100 right there. And
why do you need another pair of Joy-Cons?
Well, $94.99.
$94.99, and then if we want to play so I can see Chris's beautiful beard.
Yeah,
for his only beard fans, only fan beards, whatever it was called. You got to get the camera right.
It's only beards.
Only beards. Got to get the camera. So I'm
don't forget
some dollars in already. Almost,
don't forget the $54.99 microphone.
Yeah,
no, guys, come on. The only thing you need is the Switch bundle. $500. Like that's all.
That's not true, and you know it.
Yeah, I do need a memory card at some point, but
you're gonna get the wheels. $24.99.
I'm not getting any wheels.
Yeah, because so you can go like vroom vroom and like drive like this and stuff when you're playing Mario.
Thor KC is gonna get those wheels, not me.
You're gonna be.
Well, what was the one game that they showed off where you're in a wheelchair? Because you're gonna have to get an actual wheelchair in order to play that game. You know,
that's you just need the mouse controls that are on the Joy-Cons.
Oh yeah, that's right. You use the mouse controls in the wheelchair.
Yeah, but in order to really experience it, you got to get a wheelchair and kind of set it up with the mouse controls.
No. What if that game's epic and Chris and I are playing, and we'll show off the gameplay to Dathan. He'll be like, "Oh, I really want this now." That'd be awesome.
I don't think it's working. But I don't know, Dathan. You did say you weren't going to get a PS5 Pro, if memory serves me correctly, and then you did get one.
That is true.
That's true.
That's because the timing was right. Because one, I actually got rid of some stock that I had that I forgot that I had.
Okay.
And I know a guy, so everything kind of worked out.
Not only that, but the PS5 Pro. In my opinion,
I have no regrets buying it.
Right. I think it's like I'm curious to get to play one because I think that it could. I want to see how close it gets to last year's PC gaming. Mm-hmm. So the previous version of NVIDIA's card, I think that it would compete if what I've figured out spec wise is I think it would compete with a 4070. That would be interesting at the price point of $700. So that's where. So even I have been tempted to be that might be kind of interesting to play with, just to see what it's like. But the Switch 2 doesn't have any of that because to me it just looks like Me Too.
So this is kind of going out and kind of like the left field, but I kind of feel just a little bit. This is kind of a weird take. I kind of feel like with the Switch 2, it's not really gonna be mine. I guess in a sense, I feel kind of like. I don't know. It's almost as if I'm just kind of borrowing the console from Nintendo because I feel.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It's more like it's a rental type thing. Do you guys understand what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, you don't own the games anyway, so
you don't own the games. So basically, it's just I don't know. It's like I don't own. I bought something. It should be mine.
Period. You don't own anything behind you either.
I mean, probably not. I mean. So it is kind of
all
weird.
Fantasy.
I mean, the whole Switch 2 it's just kind of rubbed me the wrong way just a little bit. I think from the very beginning, it hasn't just been this is the first console, and I think in the last maybe 15 years that I have not got on launch day, and I've gone way far and beyond getting a PS3, spending the night in the floor of the mall to GameStop, and waking up at 2 a.m. to go wait for the Wii console and stuff like that. And
Mhm.
you know, but this is the one where I'm just like, I don't care. I am untethered and my rage knows no bounds. Not any interest, right?
I mean, what is Ryan? What's exciting about the Switch 2?
It's got magnets.
If you get the game key cards, yeah, don't hook them up to magnets. But no, it's gonna be about the game, so we don't know.
Okay.
I definitely want to play Mario Kart World. My kids are gonna go crazy with that one.
Okay.
The Metroid game, the Donkey Kong game, and there's something else coming. Actually, probably next week there's gonna be a Nintendo Direct. So,
but isn't Mario Kart World going to be on Switch as well?
No.
Okay. So that one
Exactly.
will be exclusive. Okay.
Yeah. So Dathan,
so they did that right.
shut out. So I wonder too.
Yep.
How many other games are they going to make everything like their first party stuff? Are they going to make it exclusive for Switch 2? I know they already announced Metroid, but wonder anything else after next week? Or is it just going to be Switch 2, or are they going to go Switch 1 and Switch 2 at the same time? That might be more advantageous for them to get more sales, but at the same time, they want everyone to jump on board to the next system. So it'll be interesting what they do. Yeah, that's Xbox though. This is Nintendo, right? When was the last bad Nintendo thing that you got? Did you get the Virtual Boy? I don't know. Yeah, Mafia. There's a couple other ones that have been releases on the other systems that I think if you're just a strictly Nintendo fanboy and you don't never got an Xbox or PlayStation, maybe you're excited for Street Fighter or what's the CD Projekt Red game?
Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh yeah,
you're excited for that. You never played it. I'm excited for you, but yeah, I've already played those. Madden's going to be on a Nintendo console for the first thing, but they're not going to put the college football game, which I don't understand that. Maybe that'll be next year. Dumb move.
For shame.
Well, that's because they had to cancel that Black Panther game in order to make the college football game.
Yeah, I thought it was how
they shut the studio down for that.
Yeah. Okay, that makes sense.
Real quick too, I know Speed in the Discord, he was talking about how his Switch 2 he ordered isn't going to show up till like a week later.
Yikes.
And I was going to ask him, if you're watching this, Speed, I think where you live, maybe there's not a Walmart close, and because we ordered ours from Walmart, and you can check your order history here. You'll get it before 9 a.m. if you get it delivered from a local store. So if a local Walmart is close to you, that's in the case of me, we're going to get it from our Walmart before 9 a.m. I think if you don't live near a Walmart and you order from Walmart, you're going to get it maybe after, and it's going to be, shipped to you, if that makes sense. I think that's my guess. But, and I also heard people that ordered through Target, some of them had their ship today. So, and there's a whole thing about if you log on right now and you can't get some of the features to work and stuff.
I was gonna say, are they just locking Street Date based off of just not being able to connect to the Nintendo service, huh?
Yeah. So, I have play it on launch day. Yeah. Why do people ever, you gotta try to do things first or whatever.
I would totally crack it open if I got mine early. And I'd be disappointed if it didn't connect. That's not on me as a customer that your partner Target shipped it early. Don't punish me.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay. Next week too, Summer Game Fest. It's going to happen next Friday. There's going to be a shit ton of developers going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
I'm curious. Oh, Joe Cade, Atari is going to be there. I don't know if you're still awake, buddy.
Amazon Games is going to be there.
There's going to be a ton. Everyone, like there's going to be a ton of stuff going to get announced, not only for this, but the Xbox showcase soon. And then I guarantee you next week there's a Nintendo Direct. So, okay, Jason, Jason's got hookup. Jason, did you order from Walmart? You're going to get it. You're going to get fast. Okay, Jason says my says his arrives by the 6th. Is that the next day? Oh, shit. Oh, no.
EA is not on that list.
No.
Well, what does EA have to announce, though?
I don't know. That's the whole thing.
EA is going to announce the football.
They already announced it.
They'll have it there. They'll have new stuff with it.
Oh, okay.
They'll just have more features and stuff like that.
Capcom's going to be there. 2K will be there.
Funcom's going to be there, so maybe they'll show off more of the Dune game.
Sega. Oh, I wonder if Sega's going to do something with their crazy taxi that's been rumored, or something else that's been coming out. Square Enix.
Well, I mean, Sega showed off last year Crazy Taxi, Golden Axe, and there were a couple older IPs that they were going to be working on. So maybe they will show off one of those.
This is a solid list of developers and companies. This is pretty good right here.
Yeah.
So you give it to Jeff Keighley, that because I know you're a super Jeff Keighley fan. You take your hat off to him, or
never?
No.
No, I'll give kudos to these people for just showing up.
Just show up.
Just show up, yes.
Jason's going to be showing up to his midnight launch. Yeah. If you're in the chat and going to a midnight launch, take some video or take some pictures. That sounds fun. But
yeah, you just have to upload it. That's the only problem, is uploading it.
Yeah, it's hard to upload stuff.
Oh, good. I got to upload it.
Well, anyway. All right. Okay. I do have this video game thing. The show's moving quite along here. Sega will show Shinobi, which is done, and we'll tease. Well, funny you mentioned Shinobi, sir. So limited run games. This is up on their website right now. You can buy the physical, standard. There's a like a box edition here, or you can get the Sega Genesis cart version, and then you can get the whole collector's edition where you can get all this stuff. Are you guys going to order this?
And
no,
get
I
it
won't
in
order.
8 years?
No, I don't. I'm not going to order anything for limited run. I will pick it up at PAX or PRGE if they make appearances, which they have. Their displays and their booths that they have at PAX are pretty good. You remember when we saw them last time? They were they do a pretty good job. Got a lot of inventory, a lot of stuff. So, but as for ordering online, I'm not. It'll be like the Switch 5 by the time that, we get something. So.
This game doesn't come out till the end of August, so you order from limited run, you're not going to get it probably for 5 months. I'd be interested in picking up that Switch copy, the standard Switch copy, but nothing else.
Yeah, I would probably go with the Genesis version. Maybe that looks kind of cool that they have back there. Yeah, but that's about it. That's as far as I'm going to go with that. So hopefully, if like you said, it comes out in August, which PAX is at the end of August, beginning of September. Maybe that'll be one of the games.
Yeah, maybe. But yeah, Jason says this won't be out till January.
Oh well, then never mind.
Yeah, I hate that. So you got to double dip, because we're gonna want to play this at the end of August. I feel like this is gonna be a hot game. And it's too bad too. This is Sega, right? Why can't they publish their own game?
Yeah, that's what doesn't make any sense to me about this limited run games.
Why do they got to go through limited run? You can't tell me people wouldn't buy this.
I mean, Sainsbury said he bought it.
He bought it.
Yeah.
I just bought the collector's edition. You can actually have the game ship separately from the collector's edition. Oh, okay. They actually did that.
So the game comes out in August, but the collector's comes out in 2026. Yes, am I reading that right?
I think so.
Okay. So we still might be able to, at least see if it's there when we're.
I did when I ordered the not Mass Effect. What's the helmet thing, Chris?
Master Chief?
No. Oh shit.
Master
I ordered
Vader?
That's that. You're playing some interesting games on Steam. Oh, man, it's the one where you got the helmet on and you got that.
Oh, Dead Space.
Dead Space. Thank you. When I ordered the collector's edition from Dead Space, that came with the big helmet, but they shipped the game separately on a physical copy. And you get that on release date. But like I never saw them do that ever again. So if they're finally doing that for this, that's good. I like that. So anyway, we got our eye on this one too. All right. Whew. Anything else? Final thoughts before we go on to toy stuff? I gotta crack open a Coke Zero here.
No, I mean the collector's edition looks cool, but based on limited runs history, I wouldn't order this.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I said, it's going to be a in-person buy it at the show if they have it.
And we got our PAX West tickets, right, Dathan?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, yeah,
Anyone else going? Good. Chris, you going to go? Make an appearance?
When is that?
August 29th through September 1st.
Yeah, because you're coming up on Friday, right?
Yeah, I'm going on the 29th.
Yeah, and I will be there.
Yeah, I'll probably go. I won't be able to get my ticket until later. I kind of supported a charity today, so.
Yeah, you did. Kudos to you, man. You went.
Oh, did you support Gallagher guy?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. Yep.
That was a good stream. That was a good. Everyone did a really good job with that one.
Yeah. Gallagher guy must have dropped off. I haven't seen him in the chat.
It was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm all for those kind of charities.
What was the charity?
It's a local animal shelter.
Gallagher guy's arcade.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
got to help him get a new arcade, man.
Yeah, we're gonna do a charity stream to get Ryan his claw machine.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Only if it includes a claw.
I mean, I did my part. I bought his NBA Jam that he had. So I already
the room. There's room now.
There's room. He's got some funds. I did my part.
Everyone go watch that video too. Like, I'm surprised how well that did.
Oh, it did very well. I think it exceeded expectations probably 3 times what he was expecting, I think.
Yeah, no, the home arcade community, they watch this stuff. I don't know, and we had on Cornercade last week. Man, he is into home arcade. Like, still. Like, I applaud his enthusiasm, and if you're watching this Cornercade, like, man, you are freaking all over it, but like, I am not there with you anymore.
I mean, kudos to him. I mean, that's, I will never bash somebody's hobby, and there's something.
I don't want to. I'm not trying to bash him. No. Just saying, like, just in general. I mean, if that's your thing, then awesome. That makes you happy. He is complete. Yeah. He's doing a new mod project every week.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, his X-Men Children of the Atom was pretty solid. It's pretty good. I was impressed.
But he's now has a new video about whether he's going to do a TMNT full size or it was something else. So it's like at some point he's just going to keep modding his cabs to another cab to another cab, and it's like that's a lot of work. But
if it keeps you busy, man.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Idle hands, devil's workshop.
Right.
He does not have that issue.
I don't know. Want to know what? Yeah, you're talking about there, Dathan. All right, or Chris.
What?
Sorry.
I didn't do anything.
All right, let's talk about. Okay, so I want to talk about toys because all this is toys. Video games. It's all toys. All right, I know this has got Dathan's interest. You can't tell me it doesn't.
Wait, video games are art.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, some of the toys are art.
No, just crappy repaints.
All right, what is going on here, Dathan? So, are we going to get some announcements about your favorite Transformers Studio Series stuff here?
I think
soon?
so. They finally teased the Megatron, which has been floating around there for quite some time. So it's about time.
So is that Megatron on the right there?
That's 86
All right.
Megatron.
All right, who else we got?
It looks like that is Transformers 1 Starscream in the middle up top, I think.
Transformers 1, the movie?
Yep, I think.
Okay.
That kind of looks like an RC down there in between the two. And that is the one on the far left. Who is that? That is one of the...
This looks like he's wearing red sunglasses.
Is that Soundwave?
No, I can't. I think that one of those two is the last of the Constructicons for Devastator. They kind of have the same. It might be that. I think is that Long Haul. That might be Long Haul. Possibly. Let me look.
All right, here's my thing for. Is this Hasbro? Hasbro,
Yes.
if you're gonna do, I want the Constructicon, but I want the whole Devastator. I don't want to have to buy each individual one. Are they gonna put out the whole Devastator in one package?
There was rumors that they were going to. No, it's
That's what I want.
Mixmaster. Mixmaster is the last one. He's like the cement truck.
Oh yeah, that's the best.
That's
one.
the right arm. So the whole thing now is complete. You just need the right arm, and that's the last one.
But can you go? Can you find them all right now, or do you have to go on eBay?
No. Well, there's two that aren't out yet. It's the 2-pack, which is Long Haul, and there's another one. I forgot who's in it. It's a 2-pack. Some of them are out, some of them aren't. So five of the 6 are out, or are technically out, but they're not out. And that's the last one. And that's Elita 1 from Transformers 1, and I can't really tell who that other one is right there. But that is Starscream and Elita 1. They're both from Transformers 1. You can just tell by the facial features.
Are we gonna get an announcement next week from these guys?
I would think so.
Why are you
I
a
would
lot of
think
stuff
so.
coming down the pipe here.
Yeah, but I'm curious to see what the prices are. And it's funny that Thor KC says he's had the first 4 on pre-order. They've got Toy Story. He hasn't seen anything on shelves yet. I've had the same thing. I found 1 on the shelf, so as I'm finding them, I'm canceling my pre-orders as I'm going. Is what I'm doing, because I've only found one of the sets so far. But my buddy Chris down in Eugene, he's found all of them, I think. So
Depends on where you're shopping, I guess.
yeah.
So was Tommy or whatever the original manufacturer of the Transformer toys back in the day? Like, wasn't it like Hasbro bringing them in by that company?
I don't know. I'm not sure.
Because this is like even Paramount Pictures.
Yeah, well, them saying
supported, so
Paramount, that's got to
yeah.
be Transformers 1, right? Because Paramount, why would they need Paramount Pictures to put out Transformers?
It is Transformers. Like I said, because
Yeah,
Transformers,
it has to
you've
be.
got Elita 1 and Elita and Starscream. Those are Transformers 1.
But then it also says Japan trademarks.
Yeah, the original manufacturer of Transformers toys was Takara Tomy, a Japanese toy company.
And then
So
Hasbro imported them in, right? Or something like that. Or
They have a collaboration between Hasbro, which is an American company, and them. So
yeah. I was wondering if the Studio Series, if this is going to be like, along the lines of like just modern classics, like actually really well done.
I
or
will be
whatnot.
very disappointed if they don't do Devastator all in one package, because I will buy him. I don't normally buy Transformers. Dathan will tell you this. Like, I don't buy, very rarely, but I want a Devastator.
It's actually a case of, so in Japan, Takara Tomy had a toy line called Diaclone and Microchange, which were
Okay.
transforming robot designs, and Hasbro acquired the rights to those toys and rebranded them as Transformers.
Oh, crazy. Okay.
So it's and then they of course introduced them to the Western market. But yeah,
Yes, Thor. That is
apparently the
that
ones
is the
that
one.
the the ones I had over there in Japan weren't actually called Transformers.
Oh, crazy. So they weren't tied to like any media
They-
that we
they were
know
called
of, or well,
GoBots.
maybe they were.
Jesus Christ, my God.
Yeah. They need to do Studio Series GoBots.
So you're gonna buy this if it's that
I
one
will buy
Transformer?
this if they do a whole Devastator, and then I will buy Studio Series Leader 1 and all those. Right, Dathan? Are you with me?
So what if you have to buy them separate? You found them all at a convention. Say you go to PRGE and they're all
That's too much
right
work.
there.
I don't know.
They're all right there. You're talking about too much work. And this is the guy that bought how many Legos? That bought like
Yeah.
like Noah's Ark of Legos. And
You know what soured me? Was this Voltron thing that just came out? I don't know. Was it last year or whatever? And I got the middle part. I got the black part of Voltron at Target. It was like $30, and I was like,
Oh.
all right, the Target's gonna put out all the other lions, right? So you can make Voltron. And I kept going back to I go back to Target at least once a month. And I'm looking in there, like, are the lions in here? No. Like, I'm looking online. Are they here? No. No. Where are they? And it's just pissed me off. I finally got the other 4 lions on Big Bad Toy Store. I don't know if they were other people were complaining, but it's just the lions I needed came in one package, and it's sitting in my my toy chest or whatever right now. So I'm excited for that. But like, it's just like I hate that stupid hunt stuff. Maybe some of you guys are into it.
I almost bought them.
Did you?
I walked into Target.
You saw the lions?
They had all
the little one.
They had all 5.
Really?
Of them
well, someone else bought them because I have not
packages.
seen them.
And I picked them up, and I was like, "No, I don't need to spend the money on them. I got other things I got to do."
Yeah, Josh.
And then the next time I went,
you were, dude. Welcome to the show, dude. I would love a Maximum Onslaught. Oh God, we're gonna get into the Marvel Legends stuff here in a second.
But yeah, I went back the next week, and they just had the black one. They had 3 of the black
That's
ones.
the that's the one I always had. I could always find the black one. I could never find the other ones. So, and the one thing
I guess I'm just not a.
I need to go
channel.
through my parents' old photos too, because I was Voltron for Halloween when I was like 6 or 7 years old, and I know that photo is out there somewhere. I gotta find it.
They just wrapped filming the Voltron movie.
Yeah, who's the main actor going to be in that?
Yeah.
Henry Cavill.
Henry Cavill.
Oh, that's going to be.
There's been nothing on it, so I'm curious to see. That could be a good thing. What could be a good thing or a bad thing? Going in blind. So we'll see what happens.
Where's the GoBots movie?
They'll have something at San Diego Comic-Con in a couple months.
It could also be like the Highlander reboot that he's supposed to be in, where they were filming it and then nobody picked it up.
Yeah, Thor KC. Also it pissed me off too. I saw Michael B got his like full Voltron, and he got all in one shot. And I was like, all right, he can get one, and he's like in some far off land in Canada. Like, oh man, He got it. All right. Enough complaining. All right. Moving on. All right. I got to talk about the Hasbro stuff. Well, I guess that was Hasbro, but here we go. Marvel Legends, guys. Yeah, it could be. It could be. Dathan. So, all right. Are you guys at all interested in this? I know I talk about the Mondo stuff, and it's super expensive, and it's priced a lot of the guys out. But this should be more affordable than that.
Why Captain America and Venom?
I was wondering
Why
that same
not?
thing. Like
Yeah.
these
Yeah.
combinations are just a little. Wolverine and Silver Samurai. Yeah, that's I get that one.
That's a good one. That's a
That
good
one's
one.
legit.
But the other ones, I'm kind of like, well, I don't. Psylocke and Thanos. That one seems a little off. And yeah, like Captain America and Venom is, that's I would guess Captain America versus Red Skull. That's what I would probably.
Red Skull's not in Marvel vs. Capcom 2.
Oh, he's not?
No.
Oh, well, then.
Is he even in 3? I don't think he's in 3.
But Venom wins in that fight, right?
Venom. Well, yeah, I think. Do I have a picture of Venom here? I thought I did. Maybe I don't.
Yeah, and Warmer and Omega Red, that just seems like a little. That just seems a little off.
I think I do have Captain America here. It looks like Venom is the same size as Captain America. I think Venom needs to have been bigger than Captain America, and this Captain America actually looks pretty good. He's actually got a full shield. Like the last one I bought, that was the Secret Wars one. He has a broken shield.
Mm-hmm.
But this looks like a good Cap, Dathan, right? You're a big Captain America fan, right?
Yeah, this is it's pretty solid. This is a lot of these toys, they're pretty much straight out of the game. They did a very good job making them look pretty good. I think the Wolverine probably looks the best out of.
I got a picture of Wolverine here. Here we go.
I think out of the game, he looks the best out of everybody.
Now
Gotcha.
they couldn't get the Marvel versus Capcom license, but like they're going around them. They're going around Capcom and just talking right to Marvel. So there's no Capcom characters they're gonna do, but it's just Marvel characters. Yeah, he looks good.
Yeah, I don't know why they didn't do the Sentinel against Psylocke.
Well, there's gonna be a Sentinel coming out here in a couple months. That's gonna be from X-Men '97. So I wonder if that's why they've held off on that one. And then they did a. Actually, I got it right here. I haven't even opened it. They did this Sentinel pretty recently.
Oh yeah, that was at the swap meet, I think.
Yeah, and he wanted
cool.
the guy wanted like $70 or $80 for it.
Yeah,
and I just got it Hasbro Pulse for regular price. But all right, what was J Rod saying? Yeah, $10, $15. Yeah, for. Oh yeah. They are staggering the releases. Every retailer has got a different one. So I think this is the Target exclusive, Dathan. The Psylocke and Thanos.
Yes.
So hopefully we know a guy that works at Target and he can give us some insight there. The War Machine, Omega Red one. That's yeah, they're all staggered. They're all at different retailers. That one might be the Walmart one. I can't remember now.
That one looks like it would be better off with Ken or Ryu against Omega Red, with the fact they decided to go with what looks like a fireball being shot out of his hands.
Yeah, War Machine needs like the big gun where it shoots up. And they had the Iron Man with the other big gun, his proton beam.
The proton blaster thing.
Yeah. Who else I got? I got this Juggernaut looks pretty good, right?
Yeah.
And
There's no
then-
price. There's no pricing info on
Yeah,
these.
we don't know what the price is yet.
My guess is it's going to be $59.99.
Okay,
That's my
Walmart.
guess.
War Machine was Walmart. All right, how much is this guy gonna be?
$89.99.
I'm afraid he's gonna be $100.
I'm thinking
Shuma
probably
Gurath.
80.
Yikes.
On the he's called Gargantos on this.
Mhm.
Like they couldn't get the rights to his name,
Hmm.
but I know that's Shumagurath. Yeah, PD7's gonna. I already as soon as these came out, I sent PD7 a message on Instagram for sure. He was stoked. I wonder. I don't think he talked about it on his video today, but I bet you he will tomorrow. But I definitely I want that one. And there's people like never played with that guy. Like I love that guy. That's a good character. Did I have any other images? Maybe that's it. So, Chris, you gonna be getting any of these?
Cornercade says day one buy for the green octopus.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Well, Cornercade, didn't you just do a X-Men Children of the Atom one? You could totally have Wolverine and Silver Samurai on the background of your new cab. You could do it put them on the top. Yeah, hopefully they do.
Yeah, there's. I mean, I would like that Wolverine, Captain America. Would be nice, but I don't know. I don't really care too much for Silver Samurai. I never liked playing him.
Maybe Cornercade's a Silver Samurai guy. I never really played much with him either. He is right out of Children of the Atom though.
I do like the Juggernaut for being just by itself and being as big as it is.
Yeah, how much is Juggernaut going to be?
I think 80. I'm thinking these are going to be. I think that the classic 2-packs are going to be 60. The upscaled figures are going to be probably 70 to 80, like Juggernaut, and the he's going to be 90.
Okay, Cornercade he thinks they're awesome. All right. Cool. Well, next week, I think at least one of them goes up for pre-order next week. So we'll see how much they are. They're going to be cheaper than Mondo stuff. They're going to be cheaper than the arcade 1-ups. I think. Maybe you can't buy arcade 1-ups right now, but all right. He says I pick Wolverine, the Sentinel, and Cyclops to be in Children of the Atom. Yeah, they need to do a Doom, and they need to do a Magneto. I'm trying to think what other characters they need to do that they have.
This is just wave. How many waves are they doing? Did they say?
This is just a wave for this year. Yeah, I wonder I bet if this does well, they'll do more.
Okay.
I'm trying to think what other Marvel characters they could do. Is it Dark Siege or Dark
Darkseid?
No, who's the big I can't remember their name now. Let me pull up their list. They could do a Rogue. They could do Bone Claw Wolverine pretty easily. James hates everything will be all over these. Tell him I'm going to be all over these, bro.
I'm surprised that they don't have like the Bone Claw Wolverine here. Let's see.
Hockey Town, do you have the Pulse? Yeah, you have the Pulse Premium membership. Oh, okay.
What is that? $50 a year? I think it's $50 a year. I think.
Yeah. Okay. So Josh Patterson in the chat earlier, you're talking about they should do an onslaught, a big onslaught, and a big apocalypse right out of the video game, and then they could do. I wonder if they could do the main villain in Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Do they have the rights to that, or is that a Capcom license? I'm not sure. That is, yeah. Oh, you got my brain thinking now.
There was Iceman, Marrow.
I have Marrow already.
Did they do a Sabretooth one
They have.
for the
Yeah, here's
Gameverse?
Marrow right here. So I don't need a Marrow. We're good on Marrow. They don't need to do a Hulk because I just literally bought a Hulk last week.
Yeah, I watched your video on
Shoot.
the squishy chest.
Yeah, he's got a squishy chest. Okay. Shoot, a lot of these. Oh, Blackheart. That was the guy I was trying to think of. They've done a Cyclops. They need to do a Magneto. Just looking at Marvel characters here. Colossus. They could do a Colossus.
Yeah, if they did a Colossus, it would be a like the Juggernaut style. The Juggernaut.
Yeah.
That would be kind of cool.
We don't need a Spider-Man. We could use a Cable. Spiral. Maybe there's been a Spiral Storm. Gambit. They've probably done Gambit. Shoot. That might be all they need to do. There's so many more Capcom characters they need to do. Of course, I'm not even looking at Marvel's Capcom 3. Yeah. All right. But I'm stoked. I thought that was a good announcement. There's also Fantastic Four stuff that you can pre-order right now. I don't know if I'm quite as much as into that as I would be into this, but hopefully that Fantastic Four movie will be good. Maybe.
Well, if they keep going the route they're going, because Thunderbolts ended up being a really good movie.
Yeah.
So maybe Fantastic Four will be a much better movie. But...
And then right now, Monster Palooza is going on in LA. And I just saw this image on Twitter X. There is Mr. Sinister and Beastman. I've never seen these before. I think I gotta think these are their new mock-ups. And then they also have their smaller scale He-Man figures they're gonna do. So I know a lot. You guys are already pissed off. These are going to be expensive, but I think Mr. Sinister looks really good, and Beastman. Like, I'm not going to be collecting He-Man, but he looks cool too. So, Mr. Sinister, I don't know what the heck he's coming with on his left side there. It looks like some kind of robot.
Oh yeah.
But I like the angles and the colors. So he looks like a good character. I don't have Magneto, so maybe I need a Magneto before you get a Mr. Sinister. I don't.
Beastman has 3 heads you can swap out there.
Dude, he looks like he got 4 heads. 1. And he's got a big whip.
Yeah. I don't know.
We'll see.
I like the small heads for He-Man, especially that one with long hair. Always wanted a He-Man.
Oh yeah, is that like that could be like the Dolph Lundgren version, maybe? I don't know. Isn't there a He-Man movie coming out? You're the movie guy.
Yes, they are filming a new one.
Huh.
Yeah.
I see at the bottom of Mr. Sinister it says summer 2025. At the end, under Beastman, I cannot read that.
Available June something. That's what I'm seeing.
We need a better picture. Dathan, you need to go down to Monster Palooza next year.
No, I think I'm kind of already set for next year.
Or where are you going next year?
Well, Eric and I are gonna go to Game On Expo again because they're having it in March this year or next year, and then hoping that the TF Con isn't the same weekend as that because it's the 40th anniversary of the 1986 movie. So usually when they have those, usually when they have those anniversaries, a bunch of the guests show up. So that's hoping, fingers crossed that it's not the same weekend.
But that's not much. You can still go to more.
Yeah, but then I got I go to Emerald City, and then I go to PRGE, and then I always gotta go to SummerCon. And
we need to make a trip down to LA. Let's go to WonderCon or Monsterpalooza or one of these things. Got to get out of the house. Let's do it.
I mean, you're going to PAX. That's something,
going
right?
to PAX.
That's in Seattle.
You could go to Game On with Eric and I. That's always fun.
And here's the dicey thing about going on that Friday. It's my wife's birthday. But I got it approved through her.
Oh, you did?
So we'll celebrate on Saturday anyway. But yeah, it's my wife's birthday on that day. I don't remember it being my wife's birthday when I went last year.
Yeah, it's always on the same weekend. It's always the Labor Day weekend before.
Thor KC, your dad was in the tech industry, so lots of stuff found its way into my house that the other kids didn't have. But my dad worked too long for people who weren't always great at making payroll.
Oh, yeah.
And yes, there's Masters of the Universe movie comes out next year with Jared Leto playing Skeletor.
Who's going to be He-Man, though?
Nicholas
some no name.
And then Idris Elba is playing Man at Arms.
Really?
Yeah. Let's see who else. Marina Baccarin is playing the Sorceress. Alison Brie is going to be Evil Lynn.
Oh, Alison Brie, is that the girl from Community?
Yes.
Okay. Heard of her.
And then Marina was the girlfriend in Deadpool.
Oh, okay. Right. Okay.
It doesn't look like Beastman is going to be in this movie, though.
Lame.
Jesus Christ.
But they got Goatman. Goatman's going to be in it.
Huh.
So. Yeah, there's a lot of big names attached to it, but He-Man is Nicholas Galitzine. Never heard of the guy. So, oh, cool. This is in Cinderella.
All right, but anyway, yeah. Dathan, are you going to get any of those toys that we just talked about? I know Travis probably is not.
Which one? The 6 that you had up there?
The Masterverse or the yeah. Well, we know you're going to get the Transformers stuff.
Yeah, I probably get the Captain America 2-pack, and then probably the Wolverine one. I would probably get the Thanos one if it had a different character connected with him, but we'll see. So I already got the Marvel Legends Thanos, the comic, the Infinity Gauntlet style one. I have that same figure, but I have the Infinity Gauntlet packaging and all that. So it's kind of it's almost the same figure. But yeah, for sure I'll get the Wolverine, Silver Samurai, and Venom cap. Because those are cool. And they'll probably, I guess it depends on, well, if I can get them, obviously. But we'll see.
Yeah. Chris, any interest from you?
I mean, I do like the Wolverine.
He's not going to be $200. I don't think.
Well, you never know. They might come out and say, "Hey, we have to go ahead and raise the price because of tariffs."
Yeah.
I mean, if these are $70 or more, then I'm out. Like these are not $70 toys. So I don't care about tariffs or anything like that. That's not worth it at that point. I'm better off trying to find them at a convention and haggling the price down if I can, or bundling it with something else.
Yeah.
And I like the Wolverine, and I definitely would get the Captain America one if I was going to get.
You don't want to get Gargantua? Is that his name?
Shugamaroth or Gargantus or whatever he's called by them.
Apparently, he was in Doctor Strange
I mean,
2.
if you
But like, I didn't realize that was him, Gargantua.
if you go back and look at him, he looks like he's getting ready for a rap battle.
Yeah, I know. It's a strange. I know nothing.
That pose is totally
character,
from
but-
Marvel vs. Capcom, though. That's his pose after he like won a fight. It's dope.
And I just did.
I totally got to get that one. That's the one I want the most right there. He's gonna be $100. All right.
I mean, I'm kind of curious how those tentacles are going to be.
Yeah.
If they're actually going to be like a hard plastic, or
I think there's gonna be
softer-
it's all bendy wire is what I heard.
Yeah, that's what it looks like, with just the plastic core.
Yeah, and then the eye, you can move the eyelids up on both sides, and then that eye you can move around in the middle. Anyway, all right. Let's see, and then what else did you guys want to talk about? That's all I really had. Nintendo Switch 2 again next week. It's gonna be off the hook. I think I'm excited.
Yeah,
Good.
I'm excited to hear what you
Well,
think.
Most guys, most you guys aren't, but I feel
I
like
think Eric and I are gonna go to the King Kong pinball tournament
Oh, cool.
Thursday. Yeah.
yeah, that's the same day
Yeah.
as the launch day for Switch. That'd be
Mhm.
funny if you guys show up and like you're the only guys there. Like, where is everybody? Oh, they didn't tell you guys Switch 2's coming out today.
Oh, bummer. So we're the only two here, so that's fine.
Maybe you'll win the
But,
whole tournament.
Yeah, now you're not going to have any time to play King Kong with only the two of you.
Yeah, and I
there.
swear Eric said
It's
he
a
was
terrible
saying
thing.
that King Kong wasn't any good, but then he later said, "Well, it's starting to grow on me" or something.
I was at Next Level. I went and saw Eric there, and he said that King Kong was on the other side of the aisle where I was, and I was gonna go play it, but then I forgot. So I actually don't have a review of that table. I did try the Dungeons and Dragons table, and it was okay.
Oh, yeah.
But the table that I actually liked most out of my playtime there was Venom.
Nice.
Then I don't know anything about the IP, but the way that the table played, I thought was actually good. I thought it was fun. I didn't play John Wick. I stood on it, like propped up on it while I watched another game. But that table just didn't. It doesn't have the appeal to like pop in quarters and start playing. To me, it doesn't.
Yeah.
Like it just. I know that there's more going on when you're playing it, but just looking at it as you're there, it doesn't really have like this like curb appeal, so to speak.
Venom and John Wick are like completely different tables. I feel
Yeah,
like
yeah,
John
yeah.
Wick, there is a lot going on in there in the play field. On Venom, there's a lot of empty
open
space.
area. Yeah, but it plays nice. Like it just
Yeah.
plays fun.
And
at least that one did.
Venom was like one of the first ones that used the Insider Connected, where it'll save your
Oh.
level. So like
Okay.
you get to level 20, you unlock another character. You get to
Okay,
level 30,
okay.
you unlock another character.
I just
love
popped in a single play and just was surprised at how well the game played. Like I enjoyed it. I played Metallica. My kid wanted to play Metallica, so I played that and racked up a pretty good score on that. But
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, wasn't one of you guys you're talking about doing like a 2-player versus on Dungeons and Dragons?
Yeah, Eric found that out.
Yeah.
And so I think we're gonna, depending on what time we get to the place on Thursday, we'll see if we can give it a go.
I wonder, it might be one of the modes right when you put in a quarter or whatever.
Yeah, I think I know what he's
hit the left
talking about.
bumper.
I think I know what he's talking about, because you can pick just like normal level up mode, or you can play that quarter mode, where you could just play just for fun. So I'm pretty sure that's where you select the mode that you want, and then you switch over to your character after that, I think.
Right.
Yeah, for me, J-Rod, I didn't play it. I just was standing like propped up on it, so I looked at it, and it didn't have any like draw. I don't know, but it was also right next to Jaws. And although I don't think Jaws is a fun table to play, it's got a lot going on. Like just
the Jaws Premium, it kind of grows on you the more you play it. 'Cause I didn't like it at first, but then I started playing it more and more, especially when we were down in Phoenix. I was like, well, this actually isn't too bad.
I think if you like Venom, you'll love Jaws.
Yeah, I did play Jaws. I just didn't, and I didn't dislike it. I was just like, okay, there's a lot going on here. And I was waiting. I was playing that while waiting for Dungeons and Dragons to open up. So that was because they're situated kind of by each other. Yeah. And so I wasn't really paying a lot of attention to Jaws, to be honest with you. Just playing it to pass time.
And speaking of pinball, did you guys see there's going to be a Lord of the Rings Jersey Jack pinball? I didn't see it.
Really?
Interesting. Yeah, looks like that's being Cool Toy or someone teased that this morning. So
actually, the worst pinball table that I played was The Hobbit. No, not The Hobbit. My mistake. Houdini.
Oh, that was the was that Jersey Jack, or was that like
it's like
arcade
off? Like
there's one that had there's a company that makes the game. They have like 4 of them. And they have, I think, The Godfather is one of them. And they have, is it the one they have like the screens and stuff that's in the back?
Yeah, but then like the same company didn't make this, but the other one that was no good was Stranger Things.
Oh, you didn't like Stranger Things?
I didn't like it.
The one at Next Level, the toy in the back was like broken or something.
Maybe that's part of it.
I've had it. Yeah, it's not exactly work. I've had it work better at other places.
An example of like a cool idea that they really tried to with the screen and the projector that they really tried to focus the game on, but the gameplay itself I didn't think was challenging from what little I played it, and I just didn't really. It didn't grab me. Like it didn't seem to me like there'd be a lot of replayability. It seemed rather easy.
Yeah.
But Houdini just was a mess, and I thought it was funny, like how bad it was. Like I was like, this is comically a mess. And my kid was playing it, and she couldn't die. Like she couldn't drain the ball, and she wanted to. And she's like, it just keeps letting me play. And she's like, okay, Dad, now it's your turn. And then nope, you're up again. Player 1, you're still up. And she's like, oh my god.
So there's a set of pinball machines that has. You know, when the long hallway and they have all the pinballs that are on the left side, you know, when you walk down the hall. So there's a group of, I think, 6 machines that's on the right-hand side. It's about halfway down.
You guys talking about Cornercade's house again?
Yeah, Cornercade's house. But that's where they have, like, The Godfather, and there's a couple other ones. And they use Avatar. Avatar is one of them, too. Not a Stern Avatar, but it's
like something regular.
Yeah, but it's... They implement looks like a massive screen in the back, and they have cameras, and they'll take your picture and stuff like that, and they'll implement that into the gameplay and stuff like that when you get high scores and all that. The Godfather one was okay, but it's annoyingly loud because it has like gunshots that go off at random times when you hit a pop-up target or a bumper. So that's really annoying. I played that last time.
You know what we should do is just do like a ranking for at least the Stern pinballs. Maybe we'll do the other ones too, but like it'd be really interesting just to get your guys's like
top 10.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Let's do a tier list.
And
those are
maybe maybe we do it at the end of the year. We could just give our top 10 for 2025. What's your favorite Stern pinball to play right now? And then maybe see next year if that changes or anything. I don't know. I think the chat, everyone fell asleep.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Well, that's okay.
It happens.
Maybe we need to end it pretty soon here. Yeah. Do you guys have any other final thoughts, Chris? Yeah, going to the swap meet tomorrow?
I'm gonna go to the swap meet here in town with the comic swap meet put on.
Take some video. I'm curious to see how that is.
I might go too. We'll see.
I'm kind of curious too, but for $3,
You can't go
Our
wrong.
kids are free.
Yeah.
it's kind of. I'm like, yeah, that's not too bad. So, and if there's something there that really catches my eye, maybe I'll pick something up. I mean, you never know. And then, of course, I'm gonna go see the new Karate Kid movie this weekend. So,
Did you see Mission Impossible last week?
I did.
Did you think it was as good as the other ones? Because I was kind of disappointed by it, but
I thought the first 20 minutes of the movie were kind of slow. Yeah. But after that, I was really. It's a testament to Tom Cruise taking and doing practical stunts. You got to see it on the big screen because a lot of those stunts they did were pretty amazing to watch. And I'm kind of surprised we didn't hear he passed away during filming of it with some of the stuff he did. So,
Yeah, I heard it was pretty intense.
Yeah, but I don't know. I mean, as far as ranking goes, I think this one was actually better than the last one.
I don't think so. I disagree. I think this one is not as good. I think I like the train sequence in the last one better. So I don't know. It's all about the actions. Like the plot is ridiculous, but it's all about those action sequences. But I don't know. I don't know. I didn't think it was the best work. All right. What does Thor KC say here? He's still awake. For ranking Sterns, maybe instead of a hard overall ranking, give each one a rating on multiple categories, then rank them by totals at the end. But the good IPs aren't always the good games. Yeah, maybe we do a list. Well, we can do our own list, but then we do a cumulative ranking for the show. If you give it I don't know, what do you call that? You if you rate something number 1, that gets 100 points, and whatever pinball table has the most points at the end, that would be our show's top one.
Wait, so Stern did the Stranger Things pinball was done by Stern?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's one of their older ones, but it has Insider Connected on it.
Okay. I thought it was some random company that made it when I was playing it.
And I bet you Stern's going to announce something else here, maybe next month.
And maybe I just didn't spend.
Kitty.
I'm not positive that this is the Stranger Things that I played. I'm looking on Stern's website. Is it No, it has to be, right?
Jesus Christ, my God.
I don't know. Maybe I didn't pay enough attention to it.
Where they have the Stranger Things in Next Level is not the best location because it's kind of in that back corner. It's kind of tucked away. Unless they moved it. That's the last place I played it.
It's definitely it's across from the Primus machine.
Yeah, it's in the back corner.
Yeah. So I don't know. Yeah, I didn't realize it was even a. Maybe I was so thrown off by the Houdini that I didn't give Stranger Things pinball a good enough, a good enough go.
Did you guys play Avatar
I was
yet?
going back and forth between the two. I did not.
They had Avatar there.
Like the Stern one or the off-brand company one?
Like Jersey Jack or whatever.
Yeah, I played that one.
Cool. We need to do another event there. But
I do think that Eric liking King Kong, I said that King Kong seemed like the game that nobody was asking for because of the IP. But that doesn't mean that it's a bad game necessarily, that it's going to be a bad table. So I actually wanted to play it. and I forgot to when I was there.
Yeah.
Because I was so focused on trying to play D&D. In D&D, I have to be honest, that table didn't grab me either. But Eric and his brother warned me that the one in next level was a slower playing table than the one that you guys are playing, Dathan. And that
Yeah,
the flippers
the one at Public House is much it's much better.
Yeah. Now, there is a premium version, according to Portland Pinball Map, out by my neck of the woods at a brewery called the Binary Brewery, where the Beaverton Bakery used to be located. So I'm guessing that may be completely dead. I mean, no offense to the brewery, but, I usually have good luck with those kind of like, we've got 2 tables that nobody knows about, sort of places to go play.
Just check if it's in the Stern app, because if it's not in that Stern app, it's not insider connected.
Yeah, but it'll at least give me a feel of how the table would normally play, because when I was underwhelmed by the D&D that Next Level had, that Eric and Dave were like, yeah, so are we. It's not, it's got some issues as far as like maybe overplayed and not, maybe some actuators need to be replaced or whatnot. I don't know. Whatever it is that powers the flippers, I thought it was actuators.
The coils.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
And I think there's 2 tables at next level that I've played that I just don't like. And one was the Thunderball table. And I think John Wick was another one, but it's because for whatever reason when you hit the ball, it feels like it's heavier, so it drops quicker. And so it just never feels like you can get that ball to go very far on the table.
I like the Thunderball one because it's just down the street from my house. That's the one that Eric and I always play when he comes every other week when we go out to dinner. We always play that one in Jaws. Because they have a Godzilla one there too, but the Godzilla is not. I mean, we're barely able to break like 6 million on that game. It's not
really. Have you got the multi-ball in Godzilla, right? It's fun.
Yeah, got a few times, but not at this pizza place. But the Thunderball one that they have there is pretty good. It's the same one that they had down at Phoenix at the pizza place down there that we played.
Yeah. So yeah, I forgot to mention that I did travel out to Next Level and played some pinball there. Among racing games, which my daughter.
I wish I lived closer to Next Level. Just walk down there.
I mean, the amount of time it takes me to get there is probably the same that takes you to get there.
Yeah.
So
on the other side.
You know what it is too? It's not going there; it's coming home. The traffic coming home is always bad.
It's always the Wilsonville exit, and I don't know why.
Yep. Always.
I have no idea.
So, hey,
but that thing is just a stop.
We need more people to get.
I hear Coin Jam's a good place to go.
You know what? Actually, this
one ever.
This summer, I want to go out to Lincoln City and play some of the pinball out there.
Yeah, there's a huge arcade out there.
Yeah, that'd be sweet. You get a little beach action, get a little sun for your cheeks, Chris, and then go play some pinball.
And then the tsunami.
Well, I'd have to shave in order to get sun on my cheeks.
Well, there you go.
Or just do a nude beach.
Yeah. He actually is the guy who would show up at the nude beach. You are correct.
Well,
if there's one guy, it would be Chris.
You can get sun on your cheeks one way or
Fully
another.
clothed too.
Oh, well, then you're not going to get sun on your cheeks.
There's other places he doesn't shave either. Okay. Yeah. Coin Jam. Yeah. No.
I thought you knew anymore. That, Thor. That we're all in Oregon.
Yeah, you moved away though.
Yeah.
You son of a gun. Yeah. This show's going off the rails, you guys.
Yeah.
We can talk about the next week, J-Rod, with the Nintendo Switch 2 launch and
Maurice cheeks.
All the cheeks.
We can get into our
all
VHS
the cheeks are going to be seen.
You know.
Anyway, yeah, next week is going to be off the hook. Thursday, Switch 2. It sounds like Some of you guys are gonna have pinball. Travis will be doing something.
Yeah, I am going to be testing a laptop.
Oh, Chris, you might be getting a Switch 2. You might not.
Yeah, well, we'll see what happens with all the fun stuff.
Okay.
You just never know. But I definitely am going to try and get one.
I would love to hear
Whether
if
it's one of-
someone didn't get one pre-ordered and then just walked in day one and got one.
Oh, that's gonna happen.
That would make me happy.
That's gonna happen. You know it is.
Yeah, I know, but it's like you avoided all the stress of getting one. But it also make me a little happy too if Dathan finally changed his mind and he wanted to get one and then he couldn't.
I think what's going to happen is
Nope.
Dathan's going to get a package and open it up, and it's going to have a Switch 2 in it signed by Joe Cade.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that. Would,
I bet Joe Cade won't be able to get one.
Then we're going to have a lot of questions. But still.
Does Joe Cade even have a Switch? Do you think he's got a Switch?
And then
it plays
and
Atari
I'm
games.
going
Why
to
wouldn't he?
sign my copy of Ultima 8 or Ultima 9 Ascension that I have in my storage.
There it is.
And
That is
I'm going to
ridiculous.
sign it, and I'm going to send it to Joe Cade.
One of one.
Someone's gonna ask, like, why? Who is that? Who signed that? Is that
Yeah.
the guy that created Galaga, or like, no, this is
No.
some guy that lives in New Jersey.
Just my buddy Joe Cade.
Yep.
One day I'm going to get a 3D printer and I'll create little toys for each of us. And we
You
can
had
send
a
them out
3D
with their
printer.
signatures on.
You
Yeah,
break
Chris,
it or
I'm
something?
waiting for you
Yeah.
to get one because I got some stuff I need you to make for me.
I'm going to go to Everyday Music.
Get on that.
You need a
gonna
new
go
label
to-
for that game.
I'm going to go to Everyday Music in Portland and find a copy of Bon Jovi's New Jersey, sign it, and send it to Joe Cade.
He probably owns that already.
Probably
Not
does.
signed by me.
No, fair
Oh,
enough.
okay, that's true.
I'm going to get a Taylor Swift CD, sign it, and send it to
If it's
Joe
signed
Cade.
by Taylor Swift, then we're good.
No.
No, it's going to be signed by me.
Yeah. You should forge it as signed by Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift CD is probably expensive, bro. You need something cheaper.
So vinyl. Okay.
Yeah,
got
the
it.
vinyl.
No, those are probably even more expensive.
Nah, her fans don't have time for vinyl.
They do.
Yeah, that's too old.
She's
school
like the
for 'em.
biggest artist in the world right now.
It doesn't matter.
Her or Beyonce, I don't know.
All
I'm
right,
not the music guy.
Moving on. We're not.
I'm not the
talking
music
about
guy.
moving on.
All right, I want to wrap it up.
It's a music podcast, David.
Yeah.
Nope.
All right. Any final thoughts? Let's get out of here. You guys
No.
good?
Have a good week. Hopefully, everyone who gets a pre-order Switch 2, they have fun with it on Thursday or Friday.
Dathan's
Yeah.
gonna get one next week, isn't he?
No.
I'm not. I'm not kidding.
He's gonna go get one.
I'm not. When would I have
Where's
time to go get one? Like they're all
You're
midnight
gonna walk
releases.
Is your wife still in the room?
Although
She's gonna
you are
get
going to
one for
walk
you,
into a
isn't she?
Target with the way that it's going to work is Dathan's going to walk into a Target, see a pallet of Nintendo Switches, and just say, "Nope, not my deal."
Yeah.
That
Exactly.
probably that would be exactly what would happen.
Don't you know someone like that works the truck there or something? Like you got an inside man.
There is.
He knows
I do
a guy.
know somebody. I do
You know a
somebody.
guy?
I do know a guy who knows a guy.
We
You
went
know,
over this with the
Is that
PlayStation.
shit on lockdown there, you think? Or do they would they notice if one went missing?
I'm fairly certain that they would.
Yeah,
know
they
something.
No, Target
would
has
guess.
the
Just
worst-
like every
they-
place.
They have no inventory.
Someone showed on Twitter showed a pallet at Best Buy, and it had all the boxes lined up,
Uh-huh.
and they had a box open, and it had one the guy was just holding it, and you could see the empty spot in the in the box that was missing.
You know, Cornercade used to work at Best Buy, but you know who I also know used to work at Best Buy? Chris's brother, Alikrian. Is he still here? Wonder if he still can go in there and get one, huh? Huh? Does he
I
have any friends there anymore?
don't know. Honestly, they got rid of the store manager position.
You
At
should
Best
apply
Buy?
to be the store. If you're the store director or whatever, can you just go and get one? They just give it to you.
No, I mean Best Buy got rid of that
Oh,
position
shit.
completely.
So
the one here in Salem doesn't.
what, they just have a district manager? They gotta have some
I
kind of
think
manager. Anyway, all right.
But yeah, they got rid of a lot of their
Retail
All right.
sucks. Retail sucks. All right. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you. 2 people scanned the QR code. So did we get another follower on Discord? Maybe we did. I'll have to check. Thank you. Okay, Elikrian's checking in now. He is still awake. The sales manager and operations manager still know me. There we go. All right. Let's get some. Some things are gonna happen next week, I bet.
Yeah.
All right.
You're going to get lots of followers because you're going to take my advice and go to streamboo.com, but you're going to drop
Yeah.
this.
Well, we didn't get any kind of support from them tonight. So F them.
Because we haven't been doing very good at bumping their numbers.
Where
You
were
got to
they?
keep your
Yeah.
sponsors. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah, they just,
Chris pissed him off talking about his only beards.
Yeah, it's probably true. There's a conflict of interest there. And last time I checked, only beards.
Yeah,
is
no one
not
wants
sponsored.
that. No one wants that. Anyway,
Yeah.
all right. Alikrian, thanks for staying up. Thor KC, you were with us quite a while. Thank you, bro. J-Rod, Hockeytown Arcade. Oh, yeah, no.
No. We're not
Dathan's
built.
probably got to work
We're not
tomorrow,
built
right?
of
You
the
always say you
same
got to work
ideal.
tomorrow.
as you are.
Yeah.
Cormac.
Dathan, here's his excuse. Like, Dathan wants to cut the show out early, but he'll say he has to work tomorrow, but, like, we know he's just going to, like, he's going to watch a movie or something.
He's
know.
going to plow through Doom levels. He's got to
Yeah,
finish the game.
That is entirely inaccurate.
And,
That is
hey,
not
Cornercade,
true.
are you getting a Switch
Yeah,
2 next week? Cornercade, you used to work at Best Buy. I want to know how easy it is for you to go into Best Buy and get one next week. Just there's your next video. You don't have to do an arcade one-up mod video or anything like that. Just do that. I guarantee you'll get some likes and followers. No one wants to see only beards. Yeah, that is a. Do not do that. Do not do anything about your beard, please. Okay. All right, we good?
it's the people that can't grow beards that are jealous of it. So
Yeah, we're not going all night. Oh man, I'm sorry you got to work all night, Thor KC. But you can watch this video on replay too. You just keep watching it over and over. I got bills. Whatever. You got a credit card, bro. Don't you have you could probably get a Best Buy credit card. All right. Anyway, thanks so much, guys. We're gonna end it. Peace out.
Good night.
Like this video. Chris, you got any videos coming out next week? I forgot to ask you. Oh, didn't you do a movie review or anything?
Karate Kid Legends. I'm gonna go see that one.
Right.
So
Is Ralph
I'll put
Macchio
something
still in that?
Yep. And Jackie Chan's in
Oh,
this
there
one.
we go.
There you go.
Okay. All right. Looking forward to your review. Yeah.
So,
And I will see you guys on the next one. Thanks so much. Thanks, everybody. Everyone says I do bad outros. Who was saying that? I will see you guys on the next one. Thank you. All right. Is that
No, that was a power move.
good?
Made me a
All
little
right,
uncomfortable. I thought that you were looking into my soul.
This Coke Zero. See that? Saying bro.
Mm-hmm.
It's got me going. We're broing it. All right. Good.